It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now they'll audible to something else. Now May to throw on 2nd down. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. You look at this Buffalo defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
The Patriots at 12-2 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
To throw, it's May. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Now this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, a run with Breida. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And they go play action with May. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Patriots put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. And now they'll throw with Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2nd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. On play action, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
On first down, here's Breida. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. From the shotgun, it's May. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A run between the tackles with Breida. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2nd and 6. They run again with Breida. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. Breida, they'll go up the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Off the middle, here's Stevenson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Breida will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Allen going to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
To the air, Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. On play action, Allen. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They go play action now. May. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here's May. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Cook up the gut. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Play action. Now it's Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From midfield, here's Allen. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. There he goes left side. Antonio Gibson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Antonio Gibson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Pats will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
On second down, Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now in 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36. To throw, it's Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
Allen's throw is complete, and he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That is caught, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. He'll buy some time right. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now receiver in motion left. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Cook And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Second and goal from the 1. Again, it's Cook, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Patriots get the football back. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. To the air, May. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. May going to bat this one forward. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And he will have a Patriots 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second.
Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out. VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life.